and welcome to the Monday, July 22nd edition. If the LARC news, we hope you have a wonderful week.
Beginning tomorrow and for the next couple of weeks, there will be several trips to the movies. If you received a note inviting you to attend, you must bring in your $8 as soon as possible to Denise.
This week we have the Special Olympic team coming to campus with some a dental care team assisting us in keeping our smile beautiful. There is a lot to smile about here at LARC. So let's see those amazing gadgets.
A big happy birthday shout out tomorrow to the ones and only Arthur and Friday. We celebrate one of our group home employees, Mary C.
The Americans with Disability Act, also known as ADA, was first implemented in 1990. It was the United States government's first step toward addressing the needs of citizens living with disabilities. Thanks to this act, all people are able to have an education, access to employment, and all the rights and care we are granted today. This Friday is the anniversary of the signing of this act.
Oh, hello there. Have you heard of the Americans with Disabilities Act, the ADA? Yeah, the ADA is a law that prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities. This law ensures that people with disabilities are able to fully enjoy all aspects of society. Things such as employment, private business, state and local government organizations, public accommodations and services. The ADA defines a person with a disability as someone who has a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activities, or a record of such an impairment. For example, a person who has had cancer but is now cured or in remission, or being regarded as having such an impairment. For example, a person with burn scars who's not impaired in any way, but is discriminated against because someone assumed they were impaired. Major life activities are things that most people can do with little or no difficulty, such as caring for oneself, seeing, hearing, eating, walking, speaking, learning, communicating, and working. Major life activities also include the operation of a major bodily function. These are things like the functions in our organ systems. The ADA's definition of a person with a disability is meant to be broad. Each person is different, and disabilities vary from person to person. Another thing to note is that the ADA still applies even if medication or medical equipment can be used to relieve the effects of a disability. Not all disabilities are alike, and some are more obvious than others. For example, someone who uses a walker or a wheelchair has a visible disability. But there are also disabilities that can be difficult to see, such as asthma, depression, or diabetes. Although these disabilities are not always obvious, they still have a way of limiting daily activities.
Scout, come here, boy.
Whoop, looks like I better go. Thanks for stopping by.